Hello everyone, and good morning, afternoon, or evening. Today we'll be on the Nice Guys subreddit reading a couple stories for you guys. Please remember, if you enjoyed this video, to like and subscribe. It really does help a lot, and comment what you'd want me to do next. Without further ado, let's get into the first story. The title of the first story says, quote, "The hottest girls tended to always go for guys I'd make fun of," end quote. Things I learned going out with 50 plus girls in the last 2 years. 1. Some girls like being single. I meet some girls who I either go out with, try to go out with, and when they end it fast, I feel bummed. Almost 100% of them I keep on Instagram, and, well, I think almost all of them are still single. Obviously, some do visible dates, but there's no hard launching or real relationships. People need to remember that because when someone attractive spends like 5+ years single, they aren't looking that hard or are a total basket case of a human. 2. Looks and money don't matter much. I'm a touch under 6 foot, pretty muscular, have some degree of fame, make good money, have the best hair in the world, and am told almost daily I look like John Stamos. I've had almost every girl I was ever into bail on me to be with a heavy-set balding dude or a ghetto poser that works in retail. Never got rejected for a dude in a Lamborghini, never got rejected for a ripped gym dude, never got rejected for a pretty boy. The hottest girls tended to always go with guys I'd likely make fun of. 2 theories on this. First is girls like ugly guys, because they want power on not being cheated on. 2, they generally like personalities. 3, ride the train wreck, but don't date it. The last 4 months I was dating a 23-year-old former stripper with twin daughters and have dated her on and off for 3 years. I buy her everything she wants and pay for gifts for the gifts on the holidays. I take her on trips and to nice places. She cheated on me with a ghetto wannabe rapper who was so broke when she went to Miami with him, she called me saying her a car got towed and asked me for money to bail it out, saying it was on her car. Ended up crashing with me because he wanted to smoke pot all day and all they did was stay in a ghetto area an hour from the beach. And she still went back with him. Now, she begs me for food money once a week to Uber her stuff, lives with him on and off, lost custody of her twins, and is a train wreck. She's a smoke show, and in my own weird, twisted way, I love her. Hell, I even forgive the cheating, because we were open, and she brought her hot friends over to me. That said, I tolerated her leaving me for a rich dude, an athlete, or an actual rapper, not a broke guy who couldn't pay for Gatorade and is clearly on substance. 4. Dinner is a bad date idea. This is a big one. I went to a nice dinner with a girl, and I got left with a kiss on the cheek at the end. A month later, I had an extra concert ticket for Dua Lipa. Invited her, and by the end of the night, she's in love with me. Making out with me during the show, slept over later, messages me often saying I'm funny, handsome, and kind. Of course, she lives now on the opposite side of the world, and it'll never work, but hey, dates need to be an experience I won't forget, or it's just a generic thing. 5. They were talking to like half a dozen other guys. If they're met on a dating app and it's a highly populated city, they've got 3 dates that week minimum. And there's a dozen dudes that are spending $300 on them each. Key to this, talk more also. No, these girls are putting them in a portfolio, probably just want a free dinner, and that's it. I did 13 days of dates in a row with 16 different women and had a lot of fun. Slept with the third of them, made good friends with 2, and dated 1 for a month. Reality is, going on dates for the moment beats the fantasy this is a wife. Final thoughts, just have fun. The story is giving off I treat women as objects. He's always said that giving them nicer things will keep them, but you can't buy someone, you can't buy anybody, and he keeps talking like he's going to get all the girls in the world when that just isn't true. There's a good chance that the person who wrote this is definitely making up stories, but it's okay, I have fun nonetheless. Now let's get into the second story. This one is titled, "Why Can't You Interrogate Me and Talk to My Parents to Prove I'm a Good Man? Blank, next year can we please restart and just be friends? I know what happened now, when you told me I feel like I haven't been being honest with you. It hurt my feelings, so I didn't ease around you. I like you because you're an INTP, you are in my major, you have seen Avatar The Last Airbender, and you're a shy introvert like me. Can we go to the blank, get food together one last time? My social skills are better now. I'm just a super smart, socially aloof nerd. I forgive you. Since I have Asperger's, I have to learn all the social rules you probably already know. I'm like a super advanced computer program that gets flagged for malware when I'm really brilliant self-employed entrepreneur who wants a lady friend. Also, I'm INTJ. Research my personality. It's a really rare that I like someone on a mental level. Oh, also, I won't ever report you again. That was a stupid idea. Also, my uncle is a lawyer. Standing outside was a really dumb idea. This is harassment and stalking. I'm reporting you to the police and getting restraining order. Okay, sorry, I'm just an idiot. I won't ever message you again. I just want to stop being bees to each other. You're evil. Like, why can't you interrogate me and, talk to my parents or some way to prove I'm a good man? Do you want my mom to talk to you? I'm going to be in your class for 2 years. I want our war to stop. Is there a way we can completely restart and stop fighting? The issue is that I'm forced to go 2 more years, and I'm in your classes next semester, so I don't want to be enemies. My uncle is an actual lawyer. I don't want to elevate it more. I want a truce. I've learned my lesson. For capstone, we might have to interact. This is BS. We can either be arch enemies or friends and try and get along. I've had a girl who liked me try to unalive me in blank by crashing the car and screaming like an evil demon without context on the Time Bridge. Also, my best friend, blank, asked me to be friends with benefits, randomly and turned into a girl. That is the creepy stuff I've experienced. Also, this chat is fully anonymous, and I am on a VPN for my safety. You are cool, but also freaking terrifying. This guy seems like he's trying to pin it on her, as well as keep saying, oh, my uncle is a lawyer, so I have rights to do this. It's almost like he's trying to defend it. Top comment says, why does he keep saying my uncle is a lawyer? How is that relevant here? OP responds, trying to intimidate me out of taking legal action. On to story number 3. This one's a pretty long one. This one is titled, People Would Argue Someone Like You Would Have No Chance with Me. Damn, far out, probably. I'm just gonna be honest. I just want to hang with you because I enjoy you. Actually, it's probably not worth it. You tore into me about mutual respect, and now that it's there, you are upholding your end. Here's my final speech. I really wished you tried. Hey, I don't know how long to say this without upsetting you, since our argument has been extra attentive to the idea of a large ego in me, and the only thing I found to correlate it are the things that I joke about or just say. Oddly, my friends are unprompted and even random people that I would take time to talk with have all said that I am super kind and that my actions show I would put myself down to bring others up. I believe they're right, to an extent, but I also think they can be wrong. Like I have a frat free that I will give food to when they're struggling financially, but I will also not bring them a feast and act like they're skinny. I'm sorry, but I believe the never satisfied ego that you tried to tear me down is for you. And upsetting that you're older than me, but still don't understand 99% of your perceived problems because you chose to perceive them. The pedestal that I had you on was because I believed you understood, and there's no need to drag people down when you're upset, especially when they're trying to listen and find a solution. The night you hopped on and tore into me while you were drunk told me everything. I valued our relationship, and I chose to come into that sober and looking for a problem. You got drunk and decided I meant nothing to you and you should get rid of me. You are a kid in the scope of humanity, and that's fine on a scale, but you need to figure yourself out or you'll keep being fat and miserable. I was nice to you because you were nice to me. I changed my axes to communicate more after our scuffle, and you changed yours to ignore me and punish me whenever you felt a little upset. I'm hurt because I gave the ability to hurt me, and you chose to hurt me. You gave me the ability to hurt you, and I tried to build you up. I wish I knew what was eating at you because I wish to help. But given every conversation we've had where you want to rip me apart and make me fix everything, I don't even think you know what's bothering you, which hurts because I genuinely saw a future for us. You quite literally turn down anyone you perceive as bad for irrational decisions on your end into a Connor in your head, and it's pathetic. You're past high school. Do better. And consider what I've said, because even though I'm upset, if you actually try and listen, you will learn something about yourself and why we failed. I'm tired of asking to hang and getting ignored. I doubt you'll want to be friends after this, but give me the respect I gave you, you egotistical hypocrite. Here's my earned ego. I'm a 24-year-old that runs his own company, invests in stocks, has a toned AF body, at least compared to you, and is patient until someone seeks to purposely hurt me. And I'm a millionaire with well-thought-out worldviews. People would argue someone like you has no chance with me, but I liked your personality because you didn't present as malicious at first. We now know that's a lie, but I still want to believe you can have morals like a conscious human being. Final advice. Figure out what your reason for being upset is. If you can't articulate it, you don't know and shouldn't be trying to hurt others. On top of that, tone yourself up more. Your boobs are nice, but having big boobs because you're fat is like saying you have a fast car but it's falling off the cliff. And your butt is lacking shape. For all the stairs you climb, I expected something that's at least a little nice. Your butt looks like a crinkly bag of potatoes. Stick to upper body or face and actually put work in before you brag about what you can do at the gym. Your face is maybe the best part of you, and that's a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, you can just tell you're overweight by it. The symmetry is solid, but nothing right home about considering you're angry fat A. All that aside, those are the real problems I saw. Anything else is surface level and doesn't really matter if you solve those. Goodbye and good luck. I wish I had what you had in me so AI could irrationally rip you apart for something you didn't do and feel good about. I just feel bad. I feel bad because when you tried, you were hot. You're just kind of fat, angry, and pathetic to me now. Goodbye. He started off giving, quote, criticism to how her ego's in the way, but the only one talking is his ego. Then he proceeded to say, oh yeah, your body sucks anyway, and you're pathetic, and it feels like projection and insecurity. The top comment says, you just know he sat there furiously writing and rewriting this, reading it out to himself, editing and mumbling back under his breath, and then the moment to be so cocky before he all sent that. But he ain't mad though. Second top comment says, he doesn't think he has a big ego, his whole message is about how awesome he is. And we're on to story number 4. I see all these dumb bees. Yes, dumb bees. Constantly entertaining and fawning over their baby daddies who are absolutely deadbeat Fs that have contributed not even a little advice towards their child's development. And these women are still wanting something to do with their bum-ass slur that had no business procreating to begin with. Yet here I am, a decent guy that's doing better than average, that supports a child that isn't mine, but I've also been involved since she was 5 years old. But I also contribute to a child that I'm unsure is even mine, as well as I can't even make the time of day for any effing female. I am the personification of nice guys finish last. I have everything I could ever want or need, and I have the means to obtain the things that I want, but the only thing I can't have is an effing loyal woman. I know I'm not perfect, and there's definitely been more than one woman I have fumbled the bag with because of my own fears and insecurities, but goddamn dude, is it ever so trivial to me how these no-life, non-controllably deadbeat MFers get all the glory while the good guys get overlooked. I know I'm not perfect, and there's definitely been more than one woman I have fumbled the bag with because of my own fears and insecurities. But goddamn dude, is it ever so trivial to me how these no-life, non-controllably deadbeat MFers get all the glory while good guys get overlooked and ass on by these same bums, deadbeats, and these idiot women that glorify the same MFers they sit around and bitch about nonstop. It seems to me like this guy is trying to brag that he takes care of a child that is not his, at least he thinks is not his. At the same time as disrespecting basically every woman, saying, oh yeah, you suck, oh yeah, you always go after the bad guys. This guy is a bad guy, and they're clearly not dating you, so how can you say that? Top comment says, hates women, but wants women? Make it make sense. That comes to the conclusion of our stories for today. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It does help a lot. I hope everybody has an amazing rest of their day or night. Bye bye.